Hey guys, Al Escobedo here from CrossbowExpert.com. Today I got the TenPoint Turbo S1 in my hands, and what we're going to do is going to do a quick video on how to cock and decock the Turbo S1. Super easy to do. Love that ACUslide crank system. Let's show you guys how it works. So when you cock the bow, you're supposed to take out one turn and then loosen the knob. So if you do that, generally you just push that lever on the trigger lock mechanism, and you can just slide that trigger mechanism back down, clip it to the string. If you didn't take those turns out, you're just going to put a little bit of pressure on the crank handle there as you're pushing these trigger lock latches, and that'll allow it to release. But if you crank it, do the crank process like you're supposed to from TenPoint, you really won't run into that issue. But let's just show you. So now we got it clipped all the way on the string. The trigger box starts in the fire position, and when you latch it onto the string, it automatically goes to safety. So that's pretty cool. That's one way to tell that you're fully engaged on the string. The other way is just that audible click. It was probably pretty tough for you guys to hear, but there is a pretty noticeable audible click. So watching that safety, listening, you'll be able to tell if that string is fully engaged, because a lot of times we get calls of guys not being able to shoot their crossbow, and what happens is they're not fully locked in, they're actually just stuck on the anti-dry fire. So just make sure if your bow is still in the fire position when you're trying to cock it back, that'll tell you that you didn't get it fully engaged. So that's a quick little tip there. But now we got it clipped onto the string there. Easy as pie. You're just going to click that crank handle in, and you can just start cranking it back. And the beauty about this crank is the brake system that's built into it, so you can stop. It's completely silent, super smooth, but you can stop at any point, adjust your hand. You get it back, and you're going to watch the trigger lock latches, and again, you're listening for a little audible click again. That's going to show you that it's clicked there. So now once you have it clicked in, you're just going to go you're going to go one full revolution backwards. And then you got this little black button on the back of the stock. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold that black button down, and you're just going to grab the end of this silver knob and unscrew it till it stops. You're ready to go. So now we went out, we hunted all day, we didn't see nothing. It's time to uncock the bow. Super easy process again, super safe. So now what you're going to do is you're just going to take your crank handle out, stick it right back into the crank system there, put a little pressure on it until you can push that trigger lock latch. Hold that trigger lock latch down and back it out. Once you get away from that trigger lock latch, you can let go of that and just start cranking it back down into the static position. And as you've seen with the brake system, I don't have to worry about the bow going. I can just let go at any point in time. It'll stop. Get it all the way back to static. And the Turbo is one of those bows that they actually added a pretty cool feature on for those guys. Now, leaving this trigger box on your string attached, ready to go, there's no issues with doing that. A lot of guys like to do it that way, so it's just ready to go. When you pull it out of the case, you just start cranking and you're ready. But if you're putting it away for the year, or if you're someone who doesn't want to do that, basically TenPoint on the Turbo S1 has a feature on the bottom of it. There's a couple holes built in to the stock here. You're going to flip that safety to fire. If I can get it here. Get it in the fire position. And then you go to the front hole on the system. And that slides all the way through. And it detaches that trigger mechanism. Oh, I didn't have enough pressure on it. Let me tighten it back up a little bit. Pull this out. Slide this in. Clip it. Then you also got your anti-dry fire, which is this little lever here. So you're just going to hold that till you slide it past there. Now, one thing you got to do if you're going to do this to store it is you're going to want to hold the strap a little bit, keep a little bit of tension on the strap, at least till you get it started. And just like that, you got the trigger box back to where you need it to be. It's stored, ready to go. Check it out. That's the TenPoint Turbo S1 with that ACUslide crank system, easy cocking, easy, safe decocking. You can find it at crossbowexpert.com.